Well, thank you, Noel Lee, for joining us from Monster Cable. We have the head monster here. He has agreed to take some questions from the CE Pro audience, and that's readers of CE Pro magazine as well as some posters from CEPro.com. So thank you for joining us.
Good. I'm glad to be here. Thanks.
Thank you. Well, let's get right to it. We have a question from Brad Smith of Audio Video Design in Newton, Massachusetts, and we're here in Boston, so that's right around the corner. He's asking, what will the wired versus wireless mix be for home electronics in 5, 10, and 20 years?
Well, that's an interesting question. So I'm going to say that in the past up to this day, wired has always been better than wireless. And wired will always precede wireless in what wireless is able to do. Meaning that there's always a push for more data. You know, the larger the pipe, the more bandwidth you have, we'll find ways to fill it. So today it's going to be 3D, and downloading movies in 1080p. Maybe tomorrow is downloading movies in 4K, 2K. So there'll always be a place for wired if you want the best reliability. Because wireless is kind of like here today and next few minutes I might have a dropout, which video, by the way, can't really tolerate. And neither can gamers. Latency and those kind of issues will always plague wireless because it's compressed data and has to be uncompressed and so on and so forth. So wired, we love wired, of course, because it's Monster Cable, but we do wireless too. And but there's a hybrid, which is wireless with existing wired. Okay, is that wireless or is it not? So, and it could be said that if it's using internal infrastructure, telephone lines, cable lines, power lines, that is also another form of wireless, although it uses a wire. So if we put that in the category, I think there'll be a big movement toward that kind of wireless, which is a hybrid kind of a solution. So you still get the speed, but you're using already existing infrastructure.
Okay. Our next reader doesn't mix words. This is CPro.com poster Sean, and he asks about lawsuits. He says, "Why are you so lawsuit happy?" He refers to refers specifically to the Monster mini golf case, and he says, why pick on little companies that aren't in the CE industry and seemingly don't affect Monster Cable?
Well, that is a big topic that flares up every once in a while. But if one looks at the trademark law, if you have a trademark, you have to protect it. And if you have a famous mark, let's say Delta Airlines, Amazon, Apple Computer, Virgin. Okay, those are common words in the English language that have meaning toward a specific company, that you have to protect that right, otherwise it'll go generic. So for example, Bayer, that is, or aspirin has gone generic. Elevator has gone generic. And when it goes generic, that means you don't own it anymore. So you have to kind of do a fine balance between protecting your mark. So if we believe that Monster is a famous mark, and we think it is, that you have to protect it. But on the other hand, if consumers take the position, we don't really like you protecting the Monster mark. If Virgin Airlines were to protect their mark on, Virgin Mini Golf, okay, or Amazon, computers, for example, that those companies would and they do protect those marks very, very vehemently, and they have to, because they're public companies. Us being a private company, we can decide to or not to. So we've kind of taken a different viewpoint these days, that we have to balance public opinion, which really doesn't understand what the trademark law makes you do, and nobody likes lawsuits. Okay, so to that reader, because lawsuits cost money, you have to litigate, it's costly for both sides. It's a distraction to the business, so nobody, including us, is lawsuit happy. I can't believe that anybody's lawsuit happy. But so we have taken a little bit of a different viewpoint that we like other monster companies, and including Monster Mini Golf, which we did a great video. We met the people, they love us, we love them, and we had a great understanding of our viewpoints. And so we've kind of said, well, maybe we have to be satisfied with owning the mark within consumer electronics. And that maybe there are too many monster marks and we don't have the money to litigate against everybody, that maybe that the famous mark could be contested. So that's kind of where we're at today. So we'll go after the heavy hitters, but the small guys, we'll just let them be.
Okay.